Good day, everyone. I'm Kolade Oluwafemi Ahmed. And welcome to my channel. In our last class, we discussed the topic of satellite, its component, and its uses. In our today's class, we'll be looking at satellite orbit, that is, the part taken by satellite. It promises to be an interesting class. Sit back and enjoy yourself. At the satellite orbit. Satellite orbit simply means the path followed by satellite as it revolves around celestial body, such as the moon or other planet. The choice of orbit depends on the satellite purpose, the mission objectives, and operational requirements. Looking at the diagram beside, you will see the low Earth orbit and the geostationary orbit. Now, here are some examples of satellite orbit. We have geostationary orbit, GEO, the low Earth orbit, LEO, the medium Earth orbit, and the highly elliptical orbit. The geostationary orbit satellite in this orbit are approximately 33,000 kilometers above Earth equator. Satellites of this orbit are used for communication and weather observation. In low Earth orbit, satellites placed in this orbit have altitude typically ranging from hundreds of kilometers. They are mainly used for Earth observation, remote sensing. In medium Earth orbit, satellites placed in this orbit, they are around 20,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The satellite provide positioning and timing service. Highly elliptical orbit, satellite placed in this orbit, they were the type of satellite specially designed for some purposes, such as navigation, scientific mission, among others. Looking at the diagram beside, you will see the orbit around the Earth. We'll be looking at uses of satellite. Uses of satellite. Satellite has a lot of uses. We cannot even mention it all in this class. The following are some of the applications of a satellite: in telecommunication, weather monitoring and forecasting, navigation and GPS service, Earth observation and mapping. Now, satellites are widely used for communication purposes, including telephony, television broadcasting, and data transmission. Also, satellites are used for weather monitoring and forecasting. They collect data about the Earth atmosphere, the cloud, and weather pattern. This data is used to monitor weather condition. It is used to track storm. Now, also, satellite is used for navigation and GPS service. Navigation satellite systems such as GPS provide precise positioning, navigation, and time service for various applications. Earth observation and mapping. Now, satellite used in this field, they have been equipped with imaging sensor, capture high-resolution images and data of the Earth's surface, which is used to monitor climatic change, disaster response, agricultural service, among others. Looking at the diagram beside, you'll be able to see some satellites in space carrying out different assignments. I hope you are learning something. Keep on learning. We'll be looking at the advantage, and we'll be looking at is satellite launch. Satellite launch. What is satellite launch? This simply means the process of sending satellites into space from the Earth's surface. This involves several stages and technologies. such as rocket launch vehicle, stages of a launch, deployment of the satellite into space. Then, what is rocket launch vehicle? A launch vehicle, commonly referred to as rocket, is selected based on the specific requirement of the satellite, including the mass of the satellite, desired orbit at which the satellite is going to be placed, and mission objectives. Stages of a launch. Many rockets are multi-stage vehicle, meaning they have multiple stages stuck on top of each other. Each stages play a specific role in the launch process until the last, which is the payload. This can be the what? The satellite. Deployment of the satellite into orbit. Now, once the rocket reaches its intended orbit, either the MEO, either the HEO, or which of the orbit, the satellite is deployed. The satellite is released from the upper stage and begin its mission in space. Now, looking at the diagram beside, we see a rocket projected upward into the space. The next thing we'll be looking at is the advantages and challenges of a satellite. Now, advantages and challenges of satellites is enormous. Now, satellite offer numerous advantages across various fields and industries. Here are some of the key advantages of satellite: global coverage, communication, Earth observation and remote sensing, navigation and global positioning, scientific research. Now, global coverage. Satellite provide a continuous coverage over large area of the Earth. Satellite facilitates global communication, networks, and GPS. In communication, satellite play a crucial role in global communication networks. They enable long-distance telephone calls, internet connectivity, and other forms of data transmission. Earth observation and remote sensing. Satellite equipped with sensor and camera provide valuable data for monitoring the Earth surface, atmosphere, and ocean. They enable scientists to study climatic pattern, navigation, and global positioning. Now, satellite in the GPS network provide precise location and navigation service to users worldwide. They allow for accurate mapping, vehicle tracking. Also, for scientific research, satellite is very, very useful. And this satellite facilitates scientific research in space exploration, astronomy, astrophysics, and other fields. Looking at the diagram beside, we see a satellite linking with a ground station. Now, have a look at all this, the satellite orbit, uses of satellite, satellite launch, and the advantage of satellite. We'll be looking at the challenge. While satellites offer numerous advantages, they also face several challenges. The following are some of the key challenges associated with satellite technology: cost, limited lifespan, space delivery, launch capacity, orbit congestion. Building, launching, and maintaining satellite can be extremely expensive. Their lifespan is also in place. That is, the battery can run down, and once its lifespan reach end, it will stop working. Space debris. Now, the growing number of satellites in orbit increases the risk of space debris. Launching capacity. This has to do with the capacity at which the space rocket launch the satellite. That is, it might not be able to carry the mass of the satellite. Orbital congestion. The orbit has been congested in the sense that it might not be able to function the way it's supposed to function. Now, have a look at all this. I want you to sit back and take this self highlight and explain two uses of satellite, discuss three challenges of satellite, explain two economic importance of satellite. I hope you enjoy your. In conclusion, now, satellites are deployed in various orbits around Earth to serve numerous purposes, such as communication, weather forecasting, scientific exploration. Their launch into their launch involve intricate procedure, including the use of rockets or space shuttle, to ensure successful placement in orbit. Satellites offer advantage like global coverage, data collection, and improved communication, but they face challenges such as cost, space debris, and lifespan. Thank you for your time. I will see